If you're thinking of selling a home or thinking of buying a home, you might have had these questions. So let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Shayna Queen, and I'm a realtor servicing the state of Maryland, DC, and Virginia. I would be so honored if you would subscribe to my channel for all of your real estate and real estate investing questions, as well as information on local dining and local businesses. If you do enjoy the content of this video, please let me know by hitting the like button. And if there's any additional questions or any topics that you would like for me to cover, please let me know by putting it in the comment section below. In this video, I am actually going to answer 10 of the most common questions I get from clients that are either thinking about selling a home or trying to get ready to purchase a home. You might have these questions at some point during your home buying or home selling process, so let's get to some answers. One question that I get asked a lot from buyers is, how many homes should I see before picking a home to buy? So there's no right or wrong answer to this. Most home searches start online. Now, of course, you want to let your realtor know your search criteria so that they are able to be on the lookout for homes that you might like. But it's fairly easy to hop on a real estate website. Your agent might have one. Set your price range, needed bedrooms, bathrooms, and any special amenities that you want. View pictures to help you narrow down your search. Any home that you are seriously considering, I recommend you view in person. Do not recommend ever choosing a home without seeing it in person because pictures can be deceiving. So another question I get is, can you back out of a transaction? And the answer is yes. I say yes with hesitation. If you foresee any issue that would make you back out of a home sale, be sure to have it as a contingency in your sales contract. Backing out of a signed sales contract could cost you more than your deposit, so be sure to speak with your agent about adding any contingencies that you might need. And justified reasons to back out of a home purchase include failing to obtain a mortgage, low home appraisal, major misrepresentation of the home from the seller, failed inspection. If something from the inspection comes back unsatisfactory, you are able to walk away. As mentioned before, just make sure there is a contingency in place. Short answer is yes, you can. There are justified reasons and unjustified reasons as to why you would back out, and that would determine if you would be getting your earnest money deposit back or if you would be losing that deposit. Should I get an inspection? Yes, yes, always yes. There is never a situation where you should not get an inspection. Always get an inspection, even if it is a new construction. It's always good to know what you're purchasing. And an inspection can show you things that are urgent, that needs repair immediately, as well as some things that they can foresee being an issue in the future, so that you can at least prepare for making those fixes when they need to be done. So yes, always get an inspection. What is a final walkthrough, and is it necessary? Is it necessary? It's not mandatory, but I think it's something that you should definitely do always, just to make sure the home is in the condition that it was in at the time of your inspection or the time of your offer. You just want to make sure that you still approve of the condition of the home before closing. What is an earnest money deposit? So an earnest money deposit is a deposit that is held in escrow at the time of the offer acceptance. And this is paid by the buyer to show good faith and that they show that they're a serious buyer in the transaction. Now this earnest money deposit amount is up to the buyer and is written into the contract, but it's normally 1% of the purchase price, but it can be more. You can use it to show how much interest you have in the home and how serious of a buyer you are. And it could help you separate yourself from other buyers to get your offer accepted. Now, the earnest money deposit is credited at closing, and it goes towards the buyer's down payment requirements for their lender. How can I increase my home value? Now, this is a huge thing I get from home sellers that have an amount of money that they're looking to take away from their home sale transaction. And this is what I give them to help increase their property value. If you are a homeowner and you would like to know how much your current market value is, I do have a quick estimator on my website, and I will link it in the description. So you can click on that and put in your address and it will give you an estimate. If it's not able to give you an instant estimate, it'll let me know and I will get one over to you. Now, to increase your home value, you want to make improvements that are valuable to the buyer. So you don't want to do too many personalized things that maybe are very personal to things that you individually like. You want to make it that it's improving to what a buyer or someone else would like. So I would definitely recommend you speaking with your local realtor or real estate agent to give you tips on exactly how to improve your home particularly. But these are some of the things that kind of help you guide what you should be focusing on and what you shouldn't be focusing on when trying to increase your home value. So first, you want to make sure that all of your home systems are operational. Second, you want to increase your home's efficiency. So that can include the windows, insulation, and energy efficient appliances. The third thing you want to do is freshen up with some paint, clean up the home, change out old fixtures, including lighting and faucets, things of that nature, even doorknobs that look old or are really worn. You want to just do little updates like that around the home. It's very inexpensive and it can make the home look more well maintained. So one of the easiest ways and quickest ways to update your property value is to make sure that the public information is up to date. So those estimators or home property value estimators like Zillow and Redfin, or the Zestimates or Redfin or Realtor.com, they are taking public information and comparing it to other public information. Now, if the home that it's comparing your home to is not the same or similar to yours, because the information about your home is incorrect, it could be undervaluing your home. So I would definitely speak with the realtor or real estate agent to make sure that those figures are updated based on the details of your home. So I've had someone whose home was being underestimated in value because they had made some updates. They actually added another bathroom since the time they purchased their home. They also added a new living area that increased their square footage. But the estimates that you would see online the home was being compared to homes that had smaller square footage and one less bathroom. So simply updating that actually boosted the property value by $25,000. So just making sure the information is up to date, and that number, that public information, like that Zestimate that someone sees, can gauge their mind and see, well, if they're listing this house for this price, but their Zestimate is only this price, then they're overcharging for their home. But that's not always the case. So again, making sure that your home is information is current and up to date. And again, if you are a homeowner and you are interested in getting an estimate on your home because you're thinking about selling your home, make sure you go and to my website and get that home estimate. And again, any updates that you've done, just let me know and we can make sure that that figure is accurate. Do sellers have to offer incentives? So the answer is no. It really does depend on what's going on in the market. In Maryland, DC, and Virginia right now, it is a seller's market. So it hasn't really been necessary to offer any incentives because the inventory has just been so low. So there's been no real reason to offer incentives because homes have been able to go really fast and there's often multiple offers on that home. But if you were to offer incentives, it would be because there's a lot of homes and there's not a lot of buyers and you're trying to get a buyer to pick your house over another house. But short answer is no, it is not necessary. How much money do I need to close on a home? So this really has a lot of factors, and so it really does depend. Your funding type determines your minimum down payment requirements. They could range between 3 to 5%, but could be as much as 20%. If you are purchasing a home for your primary residence, I recommend you set at least 3.5% of your home purchase price for your down payment, but the more the better. Closing costs will range by location due to different taxes, but you can expect to pay lender fees and title fees at closing. I suggest setting aside 3 to 6% of the home purchase price for closing costs. So I would say you would need anywhere between 8 to 10% of the purchase price to close on a home. How long does it take to purchase a home? So that can vary. The search. If you're actively looking, you might view a lot of homes online and schedule with your agent to see the ones you like the most in person. And this time frame ranges from 2 weeks to 12 months because it really depends on what homes come to the market. Now, once you see a home that you like, you can put an offer in on it, and it usually can be done the same day, and you'll usually get a response within 2 days. The lender process is usually what determines how soon you can close. So it can take between 21 to 40 days to get the appraisal and the conditional approval back. Closing disclosures need to be submitted to buyer and seller a few days before closing so that it can be reviewed by all parties for accuracy, and that can take anywhere between 3 to 5 days. So after the offer is accepted, you can expect to close in 30 to 45 days. How long does the seller have to review offers? You should expect a response within 1 to 2 days from when the offer was submitted. They can come back with either accepting the offer, declining the offer, or coming back with a counter offer. Sometimes in the case where there is multiple offers, the seller will set a deadline for all offers to get in, and then they will set a date to actually review offers and get back to all of this buyers at a certain date. But normally they will let you know that ahead of time. So I hope this does answer some questions that you may have during the home buying or home selling process. If I missed any questions that you would like for me to answer, please let me know and I will be happy to answer those questions. Until next time, bye.